Good morning, old fisherman back with you. Cold Monday morning. Snowed all day yesterday. It's like low 30s this morning, but I just dropped down. I'm gonna show you what I caught. Show you what I caught. I just caught them 3 crappies, and it is freezing cold. Look at the size of them crappies. You think they meat pretty? Look at that. Huh? Freezing cold. I just caught 3 crappies. I didn't think I was gonna catch fish. I come out here, I'm dressed up like it's 20 below zero, and it feels like it's 20 below zero. I got gloves. Hey, we crappie fishing. Cold March, Monday morning. Snowed all day yesterday. Never got out to low 30s. I'm talking freezing. It's freezing now too. And they're calling for more rain to come in. And the highs today in the 40s. Water temperatures dropped 10 degrees. Hey, normal people don't go fishing this kind of weather, but you know, I don't think I'm too normal. So we're gonna try it. I just dropped down with some jigs. Don't have any minnows because I didn't want to mess with any minnows this morning with wet hands. So I decided I was gonna have gloves on today, and we're just gonna yo-yo some jigs around. I got a couple I'm gonna sling out there on the side. They probably won't catch nothing, and I'm gonna yo-yo that jig. I got 3 jigs out here. Normally I don't fish with 3, but it's so daggone cold. I'm gonna just drop them down and hope one bites it. It's cold. The old fisherman is dressed like it is freezing, and it is. Believe you me. My blood's getting thin, getting too old, I guess. I used to could take cold weather, but boy, when it gets up in 70s and 80s and then turns around and gets this cold, I don't know. I don't think anybody can take that. Too much weather change. You got to get used to things, but it really dropped. And I wanted to come fishing yesterday so bad in the snow, because in my younger days on the March snow, and them crappies already starting to bite, and a lot of times you can tear them up when it's snowing. And but one thing I ain't got to worry about is other people. Ain't nobody else out here today. Ain't nobody crazy as me. But it is Monday. Most people going back to work, but let me tell you, it's cold. And there's, I got on a little trash out there with that jig. Already got a little trash. Sure did. So it's a little trash out there. So that's a good spot. That might be why I caught them out here. I'm in the middle of the creek channel. Because I figured, you know, cold as it is, they're gonna be pulled out here, and I'm in 25 foot of water instead of 20 today. And we're fishing with a different type of jig on some of them. You know, I got a little ponytail jig, and we're gonna try that. Different colors. I'm experimenting a little bit. Hey, we'll see what happens. Caught them 3. Might not be another one out here, but we caught 3. That's all I can say. My little spot over there, a shallower area, I went over there, I didn't see any fish. I really didn't fish it. I come out here in the middle, and I seen a couple laying right here on the bottom on the fish finder. I said, well, maybe that's the crappies, and dropped down and caught them couple. So, hey, sometimes fish bite better in crazy weather than they do pretty weather. So that might be the case today. Hopefully we can catch a couple more nice crappies for you. We're gonna try. We're gonna kind of just move these jigs around and pull them around real slow and see if one will peck it. Look for that elusive thump. That thump, when he sucks it in, that's what I want. That'll warm me up. Right now, I need some activity to get warmed up. But all I can do is stick my fingers in that cold water, pick up them fish and show you. But it's cold. Woo, it's cold. But anyhow, hey, crazy people going crazy weather. That's me. The old fisherman. He loves it. He got to go. Got to have my little fishing fix in the mornings. And that's what we're doing out here in this cold weather, and it's getting cloudy. Who knows? Maybe we'll catch a couple. I already got 3. That's all I need to eat tonight. 3. And I might have me some of them fillets tonight or tomorrow night. All right, Mr. Crappie, we out here, we're getting set up, we're ready. All we need is you to bite. You to hit that elusive jig. I know you down there. I know you're looking at it. You just got to bite it. You just got to bite it. Whew, is it cold. Blowing smoke this morning. Man, I tell you, I can't believe it's weather. We didn't even have a winter, and all of a sudden we had a spring, and then it jumped into summer, and we back to winter. I don't know what happened. Man, I was getting ready to plant a garden. Look at it now, freezing again. Put my banana trees out. They gonna freeze. Man, they're trying to fool me. They have fooled me. I'd have never thought we'd have seen this. Man, I ought to go back out there with them perches. They might be back to biting wintertime pattern. It's too windy and too far for me to drive, though. I'm going to mess around with these crappies, and that's all I'm doing today. I'm not going out in that big water today. I got to get used to this cold weather before I do that. My toes are freezing, and all I need is a crappie to warm them up. A crappie bite will warm. There he is. There he is. Oh, there he is. An old elusive slab crappie in this cold. Well, he ain't a big slab, but he's a crappie. He'll probably weigh a pound. How about that, people? The old fisherman that stumbled on a cold weather crappie with a new type of jig. Look at him. Look at that. Hey, with a new type of jig, see that little jig? Look at that. That ain't a bad one. Got my little gloves on now. I tell you, I'm cold. A little ponytail jig. Look at that. That's what we caught him on. Something different. Put something else out there for them. See if they want it. That obviously wanted it. Hey, he bit it. The old fisherman, he's going to experiment. I'll tell you that right now. I hadn't experimented the last couple of fishing trips. I've been sticking with the same stuff, and I figured, you know, I need to experiment again. See if I can make something bite. And guess what? I just made 4 of them bite. That's 4 crappies in this awful cold weather. Already. I ain't been out here 20 minutes. And it's freezing. We're going to keep hammering at them. Hey, maybe we can make another 1 or 2 bites. You don't never know. You don't never know when that next bite is going to be. Right around the corner in the next few minutes, I hope. That's what I'm hoping. The old fisherman, freezing cold, cloudy conditions coming in, and more rain on the way, probably within the next couple hours. And I don't believe I can stand no wet weather out here in this cold weather. So when it starts raining, the old fisherman gonna have to pull it in. I can't take that. I'm cold enough with it dry. But yes, sir, I'm cold enough with it dry. We're just going to work these jigs around here in a circle and make one bite. Because I think there's a few fish out there 25 foot of water. I hadn't been fishing 25 foot, people. I've been fishing 18 and 20. So this cold weather has done pushed these fish back in the middle of this ditch out here, and they just laying around out there. Laying around, waiting for my jig. Sitting there, just wiggling them tails. And I'm going to pull a jig by him, and he's going to bite it, I hope. He's going to bite the old fisherman jig. Whew. I have got a chill to the bone, so they say. A chill to the bone, because that's what I got. I can't tell you how cold I am, because I'm cold. I need a lot of fishing to catching that to warm me up. Man, it's funny how if you're used to it and it's been cold for a while, you get adapted to it. But when it gets 80 degrees and drops down to 30, that's too much change. Even the toughest of the tough have trouble. But I'm having trouble with this wind chill factor. Boy, that wind's coming down that cove, and I guarantee you it feels like it's coming straight off an ice bucket. Woo! Come on, crappies, warm me up. Bite that hook and warm the old fisherman up. He's cold. My goodness. know, a while ago the little sun popped out, and now it's gone, and now it's cloudy, and it is really getting windier, and it is really getting colder. Man, it's gonna be hard to make a video this cold. I can't even focus. Hey, we got four. We got four of these elusive cold weather crappies, and I need another one. Another cold weather Monticello slab to hit this jig is what we need to make things better. It'd be like striking a match onto a flame. Make it better, make it warm. That's what we need. A Monticello crappie to hit my jig. And I think he's here. I see old loon done come in here diving around me. That ain't good. He'll run up what fuse down there off. He will. Them loons and these crappies, the crappies don't like a loon swimming by him. I tell you that. Them perch, this ain't deep water, so he can get down there to these fish. And they hide. They probably laying close to the bottom because they hide. They can't take that loon swimming by him. And he just swim. He just come up right there and swim under me. I seen him out yonder, so he done come in here. You can bet his fish in here. The loony wouldn't be in here. That's a different kind of loon than what I had out there in my perch videos. He's got a lot of black on his head. I don't know the different types of loons, but he's definitely different than my loony out there on a perch hole. Right there he is. He's swimming right up under my boat, right there. He's a black-headed loon. I'm gonna pull the camera around where you can see him. He's aggravating me though. He's swimming in and running my fish off. See him right there? Oh, wait a minute, he ain't got in there yet. Soon to be in there. Uh-oh, he dove down. I don't know if you got to see him or not. Old loony, messing me up. Pulling in here on top of my fish. But anyhow, we caught three. I showed you three and I caught one, so it's gonna be a little short clip because I can't keep the camera rolling that long today. I don't know if I'm gonna get a bite or when I'm gonna get a bite. If I could cut it off and on, it'd be all right, but I'm not doing that. It's live streaming. But I want to let you people know that I am still fishing, and I'm out here in this cold weather trying to catch a Monticello crappie. Monticello crappie. And that loon is swimming back and forth under my boat, and he is messing me up. I probably won't get a bite in here with him swimming through. But anyhow, the water temperature has dropped about 10 degrees. Not looking to catch a lot of fish. It's going to be a slow day, but you never know. But I'm going to make have short clips for you to let you know I'm still trying. And who knows? We caught one there, and we caught three more. So we got 4 Monticello slab crappies. One of them ain't quite, that last one I caught for you ain't as big as the other ones. But hey, they still biting. With the water temperature dropped like this and the snow, they come in and they steal a few fish around here that you can catch if you aggravate them enough and make them bite. Right there, I'm seeing a couple little fish. I'll pull it up, drop it straight down one more time before I let you go and see if we can catch one more of these Monticello crappies. These elusive, wonderful little crappies that I like to catch, these old slabs. The old fisherman can't stand it, got to come out here on this cold day to try to make another video catching another crappie. And it's slow. It's gonna be slow. Can't help but be slow this kind of weather, unless I get on some white perch. Water's dropping, and that's another reason they'll probably pull out here, but a lot of times they won't hit when it's dropping. But it's dropping. It's dropped a foot since I've been here in the last hour. So they're pulling the devil out of it right now. I guess they got to make some electricity for demand. So because it's so cold, people's running the heat. So that's why it's dropping. let me tell you though, I got to tell you folks, I've been saying the water's always low. I can't catch them unless it's high. Well, I come out here Saturday and had a bass tournament. I just wanted to see if the water was up and down, and it was like 15 boats in here, bass fishing, and couldn't get to my spots. I caught a few, but I never could video. There was too many people around. And but I want to tell you, the water was up that day, and I could not catch them then either. So maybe it was just, it's all about timing. But the water was up Saturday, and it was warm weather, and I had a hard time, so I was catching about as many with the water down. I made a statement on my videos that I needed high water. Well, I had high water Saturday now. It was a lot of boat activity. There was bass boats coming and going all over the place, and that might have had something to do with it too. Fish not bite. But I had a hard time. I caught a few fish, but I never could do a video because too many people. My goodness, it was, every one of these boats, every one of these coves had 10 boats in them. Why they want to have a bass tournament on a little tiny lake like this with that many people, I do not know. But they did. And it was too many people fishing the whole lake. The lake was too full. Couldn't even find a place to park in the parking lot. Had to walk a mile after you parked your boat, unloaded your boat. So, and I said before, I don't like to fish on Saturday, and I don't know why I come, but I shouldn't have. And I didn't get to come yesterday because it was snowing all day, and I just couldn't make myself get out to go. They'd probably bit yesterday in the snow, because I've caught them before in the snow. Once they started coming in, I've caught them when it first started snowing, they'd eat it up. But now it's a day after, so the snow is cooled the water down, and it's going to be really slow to try to catch a crappie. And I reckon I'm lucky they already have 4 crappies in the boat. But you know, you got to try. You got to try. I'd like to catch one more for you, but it don't look like I'm going to. And I know better. When I first start on a place, I need to turn the camera on, but sometimes I'll wait and I catch a couple before I turn the camera on. Well, guess what? I've caught 4. If I'd had the camera on, that would have been, you know, been something. But then I turned the camera on after I caught 3, and then we caught that one more. But it's hard to set things up and make it happen when they bite so slow on a lake, especially a sluggish crappie. After it snowed and the water dropped the water temperature 10 degrees, I mean, it's hard to make a video. You really got to fight and struggle. But anyhow, you know, we tried. That's all we can do. But the old fisherman's gonna let you go. It don't look like we're wait a minute now. I see one right there. I'm gonna jiggle around a little bit longer before we go. But we got to go. I don't want to make a long tape and not catching a lot. I've been making a lot of them. It's longer than I want to go without catching fish, and it's just I'm struggling. But it's the reason it's cold. And cold weather fishing is slower fishing. We all know that. But now it ain't when it's on them perch out there. But they done moved. They done started to make their effort into the banks, and they probably laying their eggs. And until they lay out, get back out there on them deep water humps, we probably ain't gonna have a perch video. I mean, I'm catching a few perch with these crappies, but the bulk of them is out there still on them ridges. I would suspect spawning about now. They got to be. I think they've been spawning along the whole time. You got different waves of them. But I lost them out on my deep water. They could be back out there today, but I'm just not going to go back out there. It's too much. It's a pretty good ride to where I'm catching them. And I'm going to stay up in here and mess around with these crappies, and it's supposed to start raining in a couple hours, and I'm going to be out of here. And that's going to be my way of approaching the situation today. We're going to struggle and see if we can catch us a dozen crappies. If we're not, then we got 4. We got a mess. And I'm not looking to catch a lot. I don't think it's possible to catch a limit today. But you never know, you got to try. And so we trying to make a video, slow fishing. That was a bite right there. I don't know if that was a perch, but it was a bite. One bump that jig, I just didn't get over it. The only thing about fishing with a jig on out like that without having your hand on the rod is you got to be quick to set the hook, because unless he's aggressive and takes that jig, he's going to spit it back out by the time you get your hand on it. And that's what's happened. And I got loons all around me. There must be fish in here somewhere, them loons think it is. My goodness, they're trolling the waters, running all my fish around. What they doing? They all over the place. So they must believe there's a few fish out here. Loons will be diving like that. Must be some minnows out there. And you know they're gonna run them crappies. Them crappies can't stand them loons diving on them. 3 loons come up right there, and they're different loons than what I had out yonder. It's a different version. I didn't see any of them out there in the deep water that time when we was catching the perch. Now, it's a different looking breed of loon. But I'm gonna let you go. And hey, we caught 4. We caught 4 nice ones. We sure did. And I'm gonna hold them up here for you before I go. If I can get my hands in this cold water. Well, I tell you what, my hand's so cold I can't get it on these fish. But hey, we trying. We trying. Well, we got 4 nice crappies. Look at that. 4 nice crappies. Ain't nothing wrong with them. 4 Monticello slab crappies on a cold, cold, cold day. The old fisherman. See ya.